All right, next section is going to be the aft compartment. Number one is the ground power service door. We want to make sure that this is secure. If you do have ground power available, this is going to be open and hopefully your crew chief or ground personnel will close it for you once they disconnected power. Number two, the access door we want to open. So you're going to grab these two hooks and unclasp them. The bottom portion of the door swings open downward, and you're going to grab the handle inside the top portion, rotate it clockwise, and it should freely come up like this. Next is the hydraulic fluid sight gauge. We want to check it. We want to make sure that the hydraulic fluid is between the fill and full line, and it's going to be that red liquid that you see in the gauge. Next is going to be the storage box. I'm going to make sure that it is checked. It is this black container here, and we're going to make sure that the panel here is secure, and you're going to open it by these bolts by unscrewing them, and it will loosen. In general though, we store our oil cans in here. For an out and back mission, I want at least 1 can per engine. For a cross country, maybe 2 cans per engine. For a local sortie, it's okay if you don't have any. Next, we're going to check the fire bottle pressure gauges. And if you look up there, they should be approximately 600 PSI, and that's based off a 70-degree day. Next, we're going to check is the battery. We want to make sure that the positive and negative lines are securely seated, as well as the inspection date is current or in the future. Next, we're going to check the circuit breakers. There are 3 panels we need to check to make sure all circuit breakers are seated and not popped. And lastly, before we close the door, we want to make sure that the aft compartment light is off, and that switch is seated just below the battery. And last portion of this check, we're going to need to close our aft compartment. So first, we're going to grab the top door, close it, and rotate the handle counterclockwise, and that'll seat the top portion. Then we grab the bottom part of the door and make sure both hooks clasp onto each pin and make sure it's flush.